Got our Equinox message, and you know what? Um, Pardon the energy. I'm like really at the last leg here, referable to steam. Your girl's been working really hard, even behind the scenes, actually, for the tarot channel, making new decks, as it were. I made this one today, which is really, I'm still kind of working on it. Don't judge. I'm not really like in love with the letters, but you guys, they're kind of like cosmic cosmo vibes, right? I wanted to find green ones, but I'm still in the hunt. So in the meantime, we shall make do with these. And I got a few extras this time, so that way I could see if there's either double the energy, referable to a particular initial, or their first, middle, or last name on the part of the collective member or their person, the person or their mind, depending on what all readings are doing, right? So heads up for that this week. But I did want to share because you guys, firstly, I just love to create, but also firstly, I love you guys so much that I do create for us all in a way, to share and to perhaps learn and participate in some future conversations. So that excites me. And the other deck will take a little bit more time to create, you guys. I don't know if you know this, but you can go to your local hardware store legally, mind you, okay, and you can get the paint samples, and they actually are not bad as far as like cardstock goes to make cards, especially if you back them, which I had gone ahead and went to the local dollar store and got some, like, what the heck are they called? I guess they're like maybe like wall borders, and just use that to gently back the cards. And I will be making an oracle deck here sooner rather than later, but I ran out of supplies, so there's that. So hopefully this weekend I head out to the store. Love and Light, eat me. I've been thinking about you. I missed you the last couple, maybe just one or two, I think it was, live streams, and I was sending you light, babe, making sure you're good. Uh, on my end of things have been really crazy and busy. So bear with me. I almost didn't come on, you guys. Oh, you kept waking up late. No worries. I didn't mean it like, where were you? Right. But it's nice to be able to check in with my collective as I'm able to. That's all. No worries, no pressure. And welcome. So, you guys, this is a general collective, literally for everyone in my collective. I can't speak for everyone's collective somewhere out in the galaxy. However, okay, chosen ones know, right? So, here's the stitch, you guys. The source of darkness is the denial of your own light at this point, okay? Um, Owning your power and embracing love's unconditional presence releases the suffocating hold of fear. Now is the time for your awakening, right? Here's the sitch. You've been at this quite some time now. Could have been since last fall. Some of you, maybe not all, right? Definitely not all. But really, interestingly enough, I could not find my deck referable to Blessings. I forget its exact name, but it's a beautiful oracle deck, and I usually pull from it every now and again for the collective to know kind of like what's up ahead in the next aspects of their path, or in the next few months, or by the end of the year kind of thing, right? But nothing just happens, and I'm very well satisfied with the message. And you too will be also, nonetheless, I'm assuming, right? But I feel like it's a safe assumption. Nobody's making an ass out of anybody around here. Just saying, okay? Love and light, Freaky James. So glad to see you, honey bun. Welcome, welcome. Settle in. Okay, we've got a really positive message for the collective. This is for everyone, you guys. Like, I know I come on here like umpteen gabillion times, and I'm like, it's a general collective, but like, it's not always, hey, you can't put the thing in the thing, and your name might not be on it, right? Not this time, okay? That's not the case. This is for everyone. Um, Archangel Zadkiel is coming out for your win, for our win. We win. We already won. We're claiming it, right? Oh, thanks for being here. Doesn't really work so well without you, Freaky J, and everyone else. So thank you for your energy. Okay. Speaking of, you guys have been really doing so much phenomenal work referable to just that energy, your own, your environments, right? All energy sources, okay? And you've been tapping into the within. I see it in the cards, and I love to talk about it, okay? So don't mind me, but I hope y'all do the same for, really, I'm still talking about your wins, but, I hope you do the same for your own wins, okay? It really helps keep you built up, you guys, if you actually are your own cheerleader whilst going through the program, whilst going through the coursework, whilst going through life be lifing, right? Depending on the words that you need to come out of my face, you can make sense of this. But please, it's one thing. Could you imagine, you guys, like if you were like literally in like ROTC training or like training for like the Marines or something, right? And you're like working the obstacle course, and you never once stopped to be like, I did that. You just said next, 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 like, and you had this like weird truth about yourselves, heavy air quotes on that truth though, just saying, right? Even for this example, just to be clear, okay, that you should have to wait, or that it's more strategic to wait, or that it is most beneficial to wait until you have completed all legs, right? All obstacles in the course, okay, all coursework, before you could even begin. Are you kidding me? Begin to be like, yeah, no, I'm accomplished at any of it. That would be sad. That's not really very rewarding, right? Like, you guys think back to like how many times, like in school and in work, where you would almost, just damn near pay the boss basically, to be like, yo, you did great there, right? Now's the time to do that for you, though. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you deserve your input the most, right? Because iron sharpens iron. Yeah, yeah, you sharpen you now. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, you're capable. And I like to talk about it because it's something great to talk about. I mean, there's so many other things we could talk about, but really it kind of gets in the way of our wins if we let it. Make sense? All right. So we're not here for that, but what we are here is to kick it into action mode. I mean, I kid you not, collective. They made cards about it. Okay. Um Birds in general, but also specifically this. Gosh, forgive me, I do not recall. Maybe somebody here knows. Hopefully it's not too much of a glare, right? That is clearly a hawk of some sorts, okay, for those wondering. And maybe, oh my gosh, I do not recall, because there's more than one kind of hawk out there, you guys. And I do not recall. They're so beautiful, though. They really are. Like, when I see them, I literally have to just be like, I'll stop and double take, like, wow, look at the marbling. And because this one, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like 2 to 3 different colors of browns. And when you see that fly, man, it's really beautiful. But Archangel Zadkiel is coming in, asking the collective to continue on with pushing out that residual energy. Love and light, the beautiful goddess. Um, because we talked about this in one of the, probably more than one of the most recent live streams, referable to just that. Okay, so compassion, freedom, and forgiveness are all in one fell swoop. What you've been like really kind of actioning out, carrying out for yourselves, firstly, all right, as well as others. Love and light, mystic girl. Gosh, you guys are amazing tonight. I love that you guys just came in, hit the like. All right, the energy is right. I love that. Okay, let's do it. So you guys have been like literally, no joke, awakening for a while now. Pretty self-explanatory here. I feel like most of us understand that, okay? But really, Archangel Zadkiel's asking you to get into action referable to owning up to who you are, okay? Owning up to your joy, owning up to the fact that you create same. Okay, in New Earth, which is really conscious based, it's not really talking about, oh my gosh, another 8 more meters over to the left and we wouldn't have made it onto the new planet. You know, it's not that, okay? It's really about your intention to understand your intuition, okay? Really is pulling into uh, a more rounded state, this new earth energy. And in it, there's no real way to be actioning out, dare I say, living out anywhere outside of your personal authenticity. Okay. Um, this authenticity is really par for the course of you owning all aspects of your power. Okay. How could you know all aspects of self and yet deny so many? Do you know what I'm saying? So, really going in the within is part and parcel of your lifestyle from now on here, collective. Makes sense? Okay. Just like we always talk about, self love is a lifestyle. It is very self loving, okay, to go within, have conversations within, ask questions to your within, okay? And the reason why I'm phrasing it that way is because I really need you to understand at this point, you are never outside of the presence of divinity. The divinity is always in existence within as well as upon, or dare I say, around you. Okay. And in this new earth energy, you are pulling all aspects of that divinity through your consciousness awareness, okay, into your path to assist you with beautifying same. All right. This is some big stuff. Okay. This is not for babies still hanging off the teat, as it were, right? And you guys are definitely not wet behind the ears, okay, spiritually or otherwise. All right. You all have a whole host of experiences, and you have a vast aspect of awareness on the strength of that. So, again, you guys, I know we haven't all been through experiences that are in like the roses and candy section, but still, okay, the source of darkness is the denial of your light. All right. In spite of the darkness, okay, you still have the choice to choose, because you are in charge here, to alchemize. Okay. If it gets too dark, you know how to bring your light. It never really goes away unless you really force it dimmed down at this point. And gosh, I don't want to cause any kind of like testing out of this or anything, but I really am of a firm belief, collective, that if you should even intend to stubbornly take that route, I don't know that it would bode you well. I don't know that it's allowable. Yes, we have free will, but how loving is it of the divine to watch us stand by, whether idly or full throttle, in some form of self sabotage, when we're here to do not that? But I digress. Okay. So know, in your essence, in your presence, is that divinity, is that joy, is that uh, baseline energy, calm, peace, and serenity. And that's where you're at any day of the week, whether it's a Thursday, whether it's a Tuesday. Okay. In spite of perhaps world events. Okay. In spite of perhaps world opinion. you know Gratitude definitely needs to be part and parcel of your bag, as it were, because that's what's going to help you get it all the more faster. Just saying. Okay, you gotta already know to celebrate what you already know is to come. Okay. And of course, keep yourselves grace filled, right? This is not a call to some sort of pedestal that should not be created, right? This is not a call to be on some sort of high horse or soapbox, as it were, to the point where you're not actually integrating and or engaging, but instead are just trying to perhaps action out of some sort of inauthentic place of authority, which no one wants that here, okay, inclusive of your higher selves, as well as your spiritual guidance team. Unconditionally accept, cherish, and love yourselves just as you are at this point, collective, because again, you have done so much work. And even before that work, you were already worthy to understand the amount of love that already exists for you, especially referable to that divinity. Love and light, country. Welcome, welcome. And referable to this joy, this keeps coming through the cards here. It's like, hey, hey, hold on to your joy. And that reminds me, one second, because I have to look this up. Bear with. Okay. 1 second. Okay, hold on a second. Wait, hold on a second. It's such a great song too. Hold on. Oh, come on. All right, let me do it. Let me do it a different way because I know. All right, let me do it a different way. Bear with collective because I know I gotta. All right, let me see. All right, what is that guy's name? Um. Okay, because I don't know if it's Midnight Demon Club. Wait, hold on a second. Right, or if it's it. Okay, it might be highly suspect. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, highly. So sorry, you guys. I didn't think it was gonna take this long. Because I'll find it because I know it's right on YouTube because I used to stay listening to that. Oh my god, I used to stay listening to it. Hold on. Okay, this is what it looks like on YouTube, you guys. This one. Oh shit. Okay. It says okay, so it's highly suspect, but the name is called Tokyo Ghoul featuring Terrible Johnny and Young Thug. Of course I didn't remember that, right? But it's such a great song. And it says I wonder if I can get the lyrics. Well, I'll let you guys, maybe I'll try to put the link on the community board, right? Like if that makes sense. Okay. I don't know if I'm not sure if it'll let me do that. I feel like it should because the secret movie I know I shared on there. Okay. So anyways, it talks about like being frustrated because it's like, like you say this, it's kind of giving like the male version of like Lola Young's Messy, I guess. But it's like you say that you love me, but I don't want to play these games. And he just like is just kind of like hell bent on like not losing his ish over this, but it kind of sounds like he is at the same time because he just repeats like in this one part like, no, I don't want to play these games. Like he's just no, I don't want, and he's like in the background. Like if you listen to that, put it in your AirPods or something. You love The Secret, yay! I love that for you. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that. But yeah, so long story short, you guys have been used to people that like saw you, didn't see you, claimed they saw you, loved you, didn't love you, claimed they loved you, right? Um, Said they heard you, didn't hear you, can't produce anything that seems like they heard you, right? But now is the time where like you actually are putting that behind you. So I need you to be mindful of that, collective, when you are going through these next steps, okay? Because again, there's some aspect to like if you feel the need to like go on a fast, purify yourself, whether in the waters of Lake Minnetonka or not. That's a Prince reference, but I digress. Ooh. Let me stop. All right, I gotta keep it together. Speaking of joy. All right. But you guys, you have to know that you create joy. You are the joy bearer for you, firstly. Okay. And that shouldn't sound like or feel like some sort of death sentence. I'm so serious because that's like the truth. Like that's the A game is you first with your energy doing you, okay? And then the rest falls into place, but like in a more beautiful situation than you've ever experienced. Going back to all those countless experiences we've all had, okay? It's still getting better, all right? And so, at some point, it's a general collective. So the only ish, it's like this is for everyone, right? connected to this collective at least, okay? But the variability lies within the timeline aspect, okay? So I have to say some aspects a little differently. So, long story short, whether it was yesterday or right now, Spirit may have said to you this, what I'm going to say, and or you've already done this because Spirit already did that and said that, and then you done did the thing here, okay? And that's why we're talking about it. So have you wondered? This is Spirit. Okay. If when you just close your eyes, take a few minutes and redirect your thinking, the monsters might shrink, the grins might grow, and the floodgates might be trembling again. Ooh. Is that a scary question at the end? The floodgates to begin trembling? Oh, not when we're talking about all your dreams, goals, wishes, manifestations, maybe some love in there too, if that's you, right? I get it. Not everybody out there is looking for love, but those Bettys that are, it's here, okay? It's coming in. You've got to act like it, own it now before you even see it later, okay? And so, you know, the universe, Archangel Zadkiel, of course, Source, of course, your spiritual guidance team, as well as yourselves, are really, when I'm saying yourselves, I'm really talking about your higher selves, okay? Catch up, would you? No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, are really allowing this to come to a forward frontal focus. Again, this life is conscious based, makes sense, so that you can actually get to the floodgates, okay, bringing in all the stuff that you would love to order off of Amazon right now, and then even more, okay, like it's so much more. Could be some significance to the angelic code 66 as well. But not only are you being asked to get into, you know, a gratitude attitude, not only are you asked to keep, I'll say it that way, your grace about yourselves, but you're asked to accept this all right? And by this all, I'm already able to tell you this much. I can't tell you everything. It's too good. Okay. So I'm not here to let all of those cats out of the bag either. But I am asking you, along with Archangel Zadkiel and everyone else, inclusive of Source, to get into this flow state. There could be some significance referable to dolphins. Okay. Maybe somebody's planning a vacation to the beach. Take your girl. All right. Don't forget me. I already got my bag packed. All right. Somewhere. I just gotta place my finger on it and then I'm ready. um, and this card says, allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. There's that joy. See how you are the creator? All right. But here's the thing, even in spite of you being in charge, you guys definitely have assistants, helpers, and divinity. All right. Really kind of assisting you on your way here. You're being asked to utilize your intuition here, okay? And this could be specifically high key referable to, how do I want to say that? Heartstrings triggering situations, okay? Again, going back to that residual energy. The wheat is literally being shifted from the tear, okay? 3D literally splitting from 4D, okay? There's a lot going on. Gaia is in the mix of this, and interestingly enough, I was guided to pull from her oracle for the message. We literally got a message from Sacred Mother Gaia as well. Okay, it came out in the cards. I'm so serious. But you're being asked to make super besties with your intuition right now because there's a lot at stake. This is not a doom and gloom message, right? Like, if we had to talk about nothing, right, that might be the doom and gloom. It's like, okay, so the official manifestation list is printed up. You got nothing. Could you imagine? Right? No, get ready to receive. And there's that bird again. That's so interesting. That is not even the same deck. That is not even the same deck, you guys. I can't even. Sorry. Look at that. That's crazy. Double confirmation. Y'all better get ready to receive. Act like you know, so you don't have to waste time getting ready. Talking about, oh, hold on, Hawk. Hold on, Spirit. Right? This card was interesting when it came out. Somebody could have or know and love a black cat, or a feline familiar of sorts. Doesn't have to be the case, right? But this deepening, okay, once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, the card states, your old soul will begin to long for non grasping, detachment, and surrender. They bring the peace of God, the peace of divinity, okay, however you subscribe here, God, Goddess, higher selves, source, universe, okay? And so, of course, I'm speaking to an old soul. I mean, we even had lotus depictions come out on some of the cards, or at least one of the cards. And I do recall noting that whilst pulling them, probably before I came on. Makes sense, right? You're the black cat, Freaky J. And you're seeing crows eat me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Um, but this really, kind of talks about, how stuff's been weird lately, you guys. Did you notice how, like, every day is just like weird. Like I've even seen other readers in the community, as it were, talking about this. It's like you can't always place a finger on it, but it's just not the same, right? Maybe it's not different, but it's just not the same. There's something off, right? But really what's going on is you are integrating, you are recalibrating, as it were, right? And part and parcel of doing some of this work, okay, the ascension, the Kundalini rising, you really do get into this aspect where your higher self mind starts to really turn on and really start thinking, working those grinds in there. And all of a sudden, you may find, collective, that you no longer resonate with the people, places, hobbies, things that maybe you would have put your life down for, right? And maybe you had in some respects, right? So some people who are athletes, even professionally or not, right? The level measure of sacrifice, the amount of hours and weeks and years spent, okay? Referable to that. You may find, on the other side of this, having landed in this new earth energy, that that's no longer the case. You can't really even perform that same level and measure of drive or passion towards some of the very things that, you love to do, and or places that you would frequent, etc., right? But also materialism comes to mind, okay? You could really understand the value of spiritual wealth over the value of appearing tangibly wealthy. Okay. And really understanding that the value of appearing spiritually wealthy, okay, and actually being grateful for that fact really is the cheat code, as it were, if you want to call it that. I mean, I guess that makes it seem even lower vibes than what it really is really the prerequisite, I guess I should say, for actually enjoying all of that tangibility referable to your abundance, spiritually and otherwise. All right, so that's what's going on, but it could be going on referable to other things outside of the realm of materialism, as it were. But that was something that came into my mind whilst pulling these cards. And really going back to that call of authenticity in order to, again, get into this action of receiving, not just being grateful, not just meditating, right, but receiving. Okay. You have to own that there's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you, collective, that deserves to be honored. And that's, again, why the channeling left and right is talking about you first. Okay. So that you can surrender to this life of ease. Okay. Ganesha did come out, long story short, whenever I was going through, I believe it was the Gaia Oracle as well. And I do see that, I don't know, this might actually be Lakshmi, I'm not sure, or Kuan Yin, or Kali. Forgive me, I'm not exactly sure. But being that I specifically named those beings, those entities, the essences of their energy, they could all be, and most likely would all be, connected and ultimately connected to your guidance team. Look at this, you guys. There's that bird again in silhouette. It's like, what is up with the hawk? Okay. Surrender. This card says sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying unto self, right? The ego learns what's hardest: to stop trying to control the whole universe. Instead, work on your own utopia. Makes sense? You guys, for those that don't know, utopia is really this ideation, you know, of creating some sort of, we'll call it sacred space, because, you know, we're in the spirituality aspect of YouTube, right? So this sacred space, okay? But really, inside of it, everything is perfect, or because perfection doesn't really exist in this realm, I'm just so convinced, you guys. I'm not projecting that onto anyone, but just me personally, right? I'm convinced. So this would be more aptly stated: creating a sacred space, okay, in spite of the world, creating a sacred space where everything within it is tailored for you, okay, for your liking, for your preference, for your safety, for your functionality. Make sense? Okay. So that's why we do the work here. And I see you guys have done a lot. You guys could have been seeing 5 by 5 lately. The reason why I say that is because 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and 5 of Cups, which are all the no bueno zone. Okay, no good, nothing happy. That you want to find joy in any of that? Yeah, I think not. Okay, you guys are coming out of this situation where you serve others and to no end and to no avail. You know, that people pleasing lane, you moved out officially. Okay, you changed your address with the USPS and everything. Okay, or outside postal, whatever that would be, right? But this joy and ecstasy really have the capacity and the capability to flow through you, and to flow through you easily. This abundance that we're always talking about, that's really got your name stamped on it. uh Now is the time to understand that it's flowing to you, and it flows easily, starting right now. Okay, because that's a thing, you're creating it. Okay, and maybe instead of sacred space, I should have said sanctuary, since this card came out indicating you are divinely guided, and you are loved. Please keep your faith about that, so that you get to your freedom path, okay, where there are no restrictions, unlike a path you've ever known before, maybe even in all of your incarnations, okay. But this is leading to fulfillment, of course. Understatement on the other side of this transformation that you've already actioned out, and this is what is providing your adventure of breakthroughs and miracles in your next steps, which is also most assuredly inclusive of healing, referable to tangible evidence of that spiritual wealth, excuse me, and inclusive of healing. All right, this card says phenomenal healing energy flows through every cell in your body. Okay, you may want to add that to your not your I am affirmations, but your daily affirmations at least, right? But surrender to this life of ease that is calling you, that is coming for you, okay? Oh, I forgot to make mention, you guys. I could be talking to a Taurus, an Aquarius, a Sagittarius, a Leo, a Scorpio. Double confirmation on Scorpio, as well as Aquarius, okay? Someone could be known, like your girl here, to talk to inanimate objects. I stand for that. Where's the problem, right? Someone here definitely distrusts the... Y'all can read this word, hopefully. Wait, no, maybe not. Okay, read it backwards. Somebody here could have moved a lot in life, and somebody here could be great at keeping their exes on social media even after the breakup. Like, it's like, oh, y'all just chill with it, that's cool. Never known that life, just saying. But anyways, I digress. Somebody here, especially if you're a Scorpio, you could find recently that you need to just go ahead and get loose, let it loose. All right, let it sway, let it hang, do what you gotta just to get that release, get something new going, right? um and you could also be having nightmares. This could be because, again, you need to do something different here to release whatever pent up energy. And I'm not, I know you guys are thinking like, oh, well, maybe, right? It could also be trauma. Pick your poison, I guess, right? And somebody could have learned a second language all the way in adulthood, not even high school. Kudos. Good on you for that one. That's cool. Let me know who that is. That's pretty neat. But anyways, you guys, almost done. I'm gonna ring the bell. I'm gonna ring the bell. I'm gonna ring the bell. Hold on. It's happening. Hold on. Archangel Zadkiel not only is here asking you to take action, but really to step up to the plate, okay? You guys, in and of your own rights, are leaders, okay? Some of you have the capacity to lead others. Okay, some of you are expected to do that. Okay, maybe you've got children, maybe you've got younger siblings or people who just need you as the example that the divine has already made out of you. So be mindful, okay, when you're in them streets and or in the sheets. Okay, make it make sense. You know, be authentic so that nobody has to come for you later about not being authentic. You know what I mean? The collective for everyone here. All right. And so the Fool card came out referable to the tarot for current energies. Again, it's like if you're going to talk about risky behavior anyways, right? Like I feel like the risk isn't always the riskiest out of the behaviors. For instance, if you were to stay in the zone of, the most toxic 555 that we could be talking about, Five of Swords, Five of Wands, and Five of Cups, which came out in the tarot, you're being asked to be in that full card, that risk taker energy, to get away from that. Okay. And so Archangel Zadkiel is coming in with this Knight of Cups energy, offering you something new, right? Like me personally, I was like, oh, Zadkiel, did not know, right? That's already something new, you guys. Maybe there's some synchronicity to it. Like if you try something new, if you learn about something new, right? Then maybe, of course, it's not even a maybe. Your path is going to become more beautified, more beautiful, more utopia like, as you deserve, right? And that's what is expected of you, you guys, even according to divinity. You are to accept this. You are to action out, surrender, all right, to this life of ease and being able to receive and create in that flow state. I lost the flow card, you guys, interestingly enough. How flowy of the flow card to just be floating around. There's synchronicities everywhere, you guys. The universe is always speaking. Are you paying attention? Right? Like the universe could be ringing the bell right now. Are you paying attention? Right? Okay. Because where all of this is leading you is to, you making a choice in the matter to either continue on doing the same old, and trying to be that people pleaser, which is no, that we don't, no, we don't do that here. Okay. No, no, we don't. That's old earth. Right? So on the other side of you making the decision to continue on, remember, okay, now that you remember, you're caught up, all right, it leads you to wish fulfillment energy. The only toxic trait, definitely high key air quotes to this, the only toxic trait for the Nine of Pentacles really speaks about being amazing in all forms, all right, even referable to you carrying yourself, right? And yet still many really want to put it in the toxic realm of things because it often speaks to being single. Okay. Where's the toxicity in being single unless and until you are single because you are scared to not be, because you are fearing love, because you are fearing being hurt to that point where you just are scared to love. Okay. That would be toxic. I'm not getting that here. Okay. I'm getting you're single finally in the most highest vibrational state. So it's giving moments before you are no longer single, but not even just for one night, and not even just for 28 days, and not even just for 3 months. End game goals, you guys. It's giving what you want, and what you want wants you. All right. Maybe somebody here is learning about Rumi, RUMI, or needs to maybe read a book regarding Rumi. Maybe somebody is reading Rumi. And all of this, you guys, leads to this ginormous Ace of Cups, which also, oh my God, and the Ace of Wands is underneath it. So you guys, some of you are getting love and just pleasure in life in general, right? Let me just make sure that are we good? Okay, just making sure. I was country. I saw your I saw I saw your I was like, oh, is there a problem? I'm so sorry. I was like, wait, hold on, because I was thinking, okay, if I don't check on that, then it might be a thing. So, all right, but here we go. Almost there. Some of you really are receiving love as well. And in general course, just a boost. This is the divine coming through with the come through, talking about let me upgrade you, right? With no strings attached other than you operating out of your authentic power. All right, the person that you already are, you've done the work to be that. You've done the work to earn, all aspects of recognition referable to this harvest coming in. Okay. And for those that are saying, well, there's absolutely no way I would ever want another lover or someone to love me romantically. Um, give them my number. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Let me stop. This is what happens when I get too tired. I just get all froggy. But anyways, so really this would be talking about you actually living out that self-care lifestyle of self-love, which again, where's the problem, right? Even if you stay at the 9 of Pentacles on your worst day, where's the problem, right? And so either way, I love that for you, because as long as you're going away from these fives, like 555, definitely as a wonderful angel number, okay, that you're going to see in maybe some of the most tumultuous times where it's like, oh, um, all hell is breaking loose. There's the 555, right? And really, you guys, if you're seeing that, you gotta know, like, that's really like par for the course of like your cheering section of divinity going, keep going, you're doing that, you're doing that, keep growing, don't give up, okay? Because what if, you guys, you gave up and it was like a millisecond before it all hit the fan in the most glorious way, where it was like, okay, literally floodgates, right? But you gave up like 17 seconds prior, right? Don't be that one. We don't want to F around and find out what would happen there, right? Right? Okay, it's not worth it. Okay, you are so much more worthy than that type of experience, you guys. Okay, and be mindful of that if and when some of that negative Nelly or negative Nelson stinking thinking creeps in. Can't say that it won't ever, right? That's why we talk about it, not to over magnify that aspect. But I really don't want anyone feeling like it's just that. Like, oh my gosh, like I bet you Marsh is over there just smiling and drooling in the corner, has no problems. Marcia's over there, try again, rinse, cycle, and repeat, referable to the mental space as well. It's a thing, all right, for some more than others, but it's pretty much a thing for everyone going through this. So please don't feel alone in that. And if you ever do have questions, or some concerns, definitely shoot your girl an email, and you can find that email address located in the description box. I'm gonna go ahead and ring the bell, you guys. But I really, so those that know what to do may do so now. Please and thank you. Check, triple check if you gotta. Okay, I'm so serious, you guys. Triple check if you gotta. Referable to the live stream rules so that you're not having to talk with me tonight or this morning. Time's irrelevant anyways, right? Regarding same, because we're gonna have to have that talk, because everyone's gonna know that knows the live stream rules, whether or not you guys also know the live stream rules. So please don't come for me like I don't know them, talking about I checked them twice. Okay, we're gonna know, just saying, okay? And maybe you did check them, but maybe you still need to check them again, because there's some steps in there, right? I get it. And it's probably been a long day for you. I get that too. So I don't want anyone having any harsh feelings, hard feelings, feeling down on themselves or in general, okay? But what I do want is for everyone to know and understand and follow the live stream rules before asking for your free yes no tarot, okay? Much love and light, you guys. We have the 9 of Hearts coming from the Gaia deck. All right, haven't forgotten about the tarot. You guys just put your questions in, okay? And this came from Sacred Earth Mother, okay, aka Gaia. Hello, right? And this is because, again, you have been doing the work of really a spiritual hermit to some degree. I mean, this hidden path talks about the marriage of spirit and matter, okay? So you're understanding aspects of duality, aspects of self, maybe even aspects of previous incarnations, all right? There could be some significance to ancient Egyptian ties, as well as the significance of the Eye of Ra or Thoth, or the Ankh symbol, okay? You're being asked, I can't show this card actually, I don't think. Um, to listen to the silent whispers of your heart, to listen to that within communication, and gently redirect accordingly if you should find the need, right? But you'd have to check first, okay? Just don't make that assumption like, oh no, I'm good, because then you might actually be making an ass out of you, and we can't have that, because to make an ass out of you is to make an ass out of divinity. Ain't nobody gonna do that, because ain't nobody got time for that. Because make it make sense. Make sense? Okay. And healing, creativity, and fertility are surrounding the collective at this point. You guys, those resonating with new love coming in, strap it up, wrap it up before you tap it up. If you don't want another mouth to feed, perhaps, right? But this is all par for the course of you receiving um, your just rewards, right? As you should. You guys have done a lot to heal, to surrender, to release, and you're asked to continue. It's giving, you know how like the woman births the baby, but then there's like still the placenta. It's like, you're in the new earth about to drop the placenta. It's fine. Gaia's okay with it because, nutrients. Like it's literally like, that's so funny that my guides would gift to me that type of description, because it really is accurate if you could really grasp that one. But I digress. We're all connected, of course, inclusive of Mother Gaia's energy, who wants to talk about this Nine of Hearts, okay? There could be some significance to the number 37 or the number 10. Could be seeing 1010. Doesn't have to be the case. Nine of Hearts, again, speaking of fulfillment, harmony, and protection, signifies emotional fulfillment and wisdom. And that's really part for the course of that Nine of Pentacles energy as well. Because you guys, Pentacles don't always speak to tangible resources. They speak to your level of satiety, referable to yourself, your existence, your worth, your valuation of self as well. Something that is dear to you or something that you are working towards has a positive outcome. And this leads to a period of peace and harmony and a deep sense of personal satisfaction and emotional fulfillment. That which you strive to create and achieve is granted, and all is protected along the way. The light shines upon you. All is blessed. You can move forward with confidence. And speaking of affirmations, the book is also indicating the following. You're going to want these, okay? I am blessed. I am protected. I am grateful. I am fulfilled. I am love. All right. It's so funny because all of the affirmations speak to a past tense up to the last one. I am love. Love, not loved. Okay. So be mindful of that. When you say that affirmation, that last one especially, I am love, be mindful that that is why we talk about your energy really needing to be a beneficial energy that you partake of firstly over that of others, because there is no severability between you and that level of divinity. All right. So hopefully that resonated for you, because it was for you. Is the best way I can state that one, you guys. Let me just check. Oh, I can't leave this out. The secret to getting rich is knowing that you already are and then acting like it. You are to act like it now. I'm not saying go break the bank. I'm not saying, to be irrational, right? What I'm saying is watch The Secret, do the exercises. Makes sense, okay? If you can't afford to eat at a fancy restaurant, you can afford to go there and get the cheapest thing on the menu, perhaps, right? And if that is checking out in the affirmative, go on ahead and do it, okay? So that you can bask in the atmosphere that you are looking to frequently vibe in. Makes sense? Same deal with money. Same deal with all aspects of energy. All right? Really and truly, money just isn't that important. Now, before you have a connection, by all means pursue it, spend it, and roll around in it, but just don't let it become how the rest of your dreams will come true. And the universe is saying, I know how your dreams come true. Okay, so definitely now's not the time to be not checking in with divinity. Now's not the time to not be grateful for life and your lives being sustained. irregardless of whether or not they've been sustained up to this point with roses and candy and all likenesses to your preference. Okay, I get it. We've all been through the ringer. Makes sense. Most don't stop to think, but both having money and not having money make fantastic adventures. Uh, that possibly otherwise wouldn't be possible. Same goes for having and not having anything else. Everyone's a winner in time and space, the universe. So again, this is talking about now's not the time to box divinity, God, goddess inside of some form of frame or box or restriction. Okay. And what I mean by that is, you know, don't expect, right? Like you're all master manifestors at this point and everything, and that's all well and good, right? But should you, as a master manifestor, expect that you should toil, blood, sweat, and labor for all aspects of money? No. No, that's not the case. You don't have to actually, you could just manifest money. I mean, it's just energy anyways, makes sense, right? You could just find it on the ground. You could just wake up to it, right? Work your magic, collective. All right, I'm not talking bippity boppity, I'm talking the very essence that you already carry, the centos, as it were, the Holy Spirit, the Christ likeness. Okay, you know, work it for what you want. Okay, because what you want wants you, and the divinity backs you, whether you call divinity God, goddess, higher self, source, universe, or otherwise. So serious. Okay, and that's the type of timeline we're on. So again, the bell has rung, you guys. Let's see what kind of questions we've got in the queue. Anybody? All right, let's see. Okay. Let me see here. I gotta go to the first one. All right, let's see. Okay, Mystic Girl I have is the first. Okay, let me see here. Preferable to Janice. Okay. Oh, well, it's giving a yes. Calmer waters will be a thing. Okay. So yeah, I do see that. That's definitely the epitome of unfinished business there. Okay. Maybe somebody needs to grow up a bit. Not saying that was you. I think it's on the other person's side. Um, oh, that Queen of Swords coming out. Okay, let me see here. And that's what I have for you, Mystic Girl. And love and light to you. Okay. MJ reaching out. Okay, guys, we're going about audience about reunion. Ooh. Okay, let me see here. Country. Okay. Oh my gosh, the same cards. Hold on. I'm not going to take that because I don't. That is so crazy. The same cards. They all three came back out. Hold on. Let me see here, you guys. Bear with. This is for country. MJ don't want to talk about ish for ish right now, huh? Dang. Okay. Well, we got the Emperor. Okay, so that's a yes. Okay, that's a yes. More knowledgeable now, though. You see that? Sometimes it takes those catalysts, as painful as they are, right? For people to be, oh, you meant, oh, I should, yeah, I meant that, and you should. Love and Light Country. Okay, let me see here. Is there a anyways? Okay, let me see here, Freaky J. Well, now you know. How am I gonna get no? Freaky J, with the cards that came out, right? Like you could take the no off the cuff, all right? It's literally the conflict card. But it's really more telling about your conflict. Not that I'm trying to project one onto you. But there's a lot of swords energy referable to communications and decisions coming through, and Hangman energy, in spite of that being normally not toxic and normally positive, it's producing the Ten of Swords. But really, the reality of the situation is you are the star. It's giving, what do you want? You know, that tells me, if you know the place you talked about, and the place that, you know, was greenlit last time through tarot, perhaps, I guess is the best way I can say it. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just a little tired, so bear with me. But um it's giving that, you know, if you know that place, Jay, is like not exactly, believe you're capable, maybe you got to believe you're worthy, maybe you got to watch The Secret again, right? Because it's there's always something better out there, do you know what I mean? But I mean, the cards are no as far as the yes no, but I've explained to you what I got from them. You know what I mean? And with this, yeah, it's like utilize your strength and take the clarity for what it is, because this can't be where you sleep at night or walk around during the day. You know what I'm saying, Jay? Um, you know, can somebody put something in the chat box, please, so I can get it back? Do I have a mod on here with me? Help! SOS. Hello, hello. Help! You guys, all right, thank you. Okay, now let me see here. My goodness, I lost the whole freaking. Thank you for tips and donations, you guys. All right, let's see here. Who's okay? So Mystic Girl, we did country, we did Freaky J, right? And then okay, so I see Devin. Okay, all right. Oh. Devin, you might wake up and just be like, you know what? I was like, yeah, incoming what? And then I'm shuffling, Spirit's like, just look at it. I'm like, oh, that's a yes, right? So no more of this, okay? I guess maybe that was still at the bottom of the deck, but yeah, so that's a yes. And along, well, that makes sense to say, giving another affirmative, Devin. It seems like along with your health increase to your wealth. Makes sense, because health is wealth, right? But I'm just getting, you know, vibes as well off of that one. Prosperity. All right, let me see here. You guys, I need somebody to, I don't know what's going on tonight, but okay, here's the chat. It keeps buffering. Oh my god. Can you guys hear me? Because I don't want to continue. I'm not getting any notification on my end about like week. Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay. All right, now let me see here. I gotta scroll back up, you guys. Bear with. Um. Okay, so we did Devin, and now we're on Eat Me. Ooh, swirls. Okay, let's see. That's a yes. Okay, you could be able to communicate with it as well, only because that's really the card for communication at the bottom of the deck, also indicating yes, they are referable to swirls. That's pretty neat. All right. Love Light M Grace, Love Light Jazzy. All right, scrolling back, you guys, bear with. So we got Eat Me was the last. Okay, and then now Sky. Okay. So Sky, you have to ask like a yes no. You know what I mean? Because I can't. Like, I'm not gonna do that. That would be like a paid. You know what I mean? I don't want to set a precedence. I'm not trying to pick on you, babe, but um. All right, if it's gonna still buffer, maybe I should hop off. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, you guys said you can hear though. Okay. All right, so I'm going to move to Jazzy Sky while you fix your question, babe. All right, let me see here. I'm going to be in a committed relationship this year. Oh, I'm losing steam, you guys. I got to go to bed. All right, so we have, because I don't have my chat box, and I don't have my chat box because I'm buffering again. Okay, Miss Green Palace and Beautiful Goddess. Okay. Okay, let me see here. Will my mother be okay? Okay, let me see here. I'm just triggering, right? But leave, and I don't know that your mom's gonna be any better, if that makes sense. I don't know that your mom is going to be any, if that makes sense. Right? But you definitely are being guided by divinity to close out that cycle, to start a new path, and it does bring you happiness, and it does actually bring you days where you feel like you can get through them a lot more easier in spite of any financial aspect or not. Okay, it's really about the energy, and you know, mental health is 5 of Wands, honey bun. Basically talks about arguments, it's talking about strife, conflict. Okay, Ace of Swords is giving you this new path, this new opportunity. All right, the Wheel of Fortune working in your favor to bring, you know, the aspect of life finally where you're just able to get on with yourself, with your, I say so myself. You guys, could somebody, okay, let me see, I was gonna say I lost the chat box. Help. Oh my gosh. So sorry I skipped you, babe, and it definitely was an accident. Thank you for being here. And I gotta find the beautiful goddess question really quick. What? Okay, well, okay, let me see here about this Leo. I do see it ends well, okay? On the other side of this catalytic type of event or energy, right? Maybe it could even be just something as simple as you like actually telling or showing that, you know, you didn't appreciate some way or ways that this person was treating you or speaking to you or acting like, right? And this does produce, you know, you placing boundaries rightfully, referable to, you know, maybe even aspects of being neglected or overlooked, right? This person really will get it together, you know, and that's why it's so great to have boundaries, right? They're not bad to have as long as they're functional, right? It's the boundaries that we place that are, you know, in the moments of being overly emotional, perhaps, or overly irrational, perhaps, or, you know, where you are, like where you are illustrating them in such a way where you're not being thoughtful in the ways or the mannerisms with which you are expressing your boundaries. I don't see that here on your side, so that's what I have. Oh wait, hold on, where'd my chat box go? Okay, so that's what I have for you. the beautiful the beautiful goddess. Okay, and thank you for your patience on that, babe. All right, so back in the queue, right? Okay, so Jazzy. Wait, did I skip over Devin? Why are you tripping? What do you mean? Am I tripping? Who's Fiona? Did I skip? Are we good to go with Jazzy? Because I see Jazzy next, right? Let me see what Fiona's saying here. Hold on a second. Oh, because I don't have an answer, so I don't know what else. I don't want to waste time. I want to, I want to go lay it down. If you feel that, okay. No disrespect. Your girl's tired though. That's all. All right. Jazzy, are you going to be in a committed relationship? Well, you got you, right? I know I'm in a committed relationship with myself, so, you know. But, ooh, it seems like you've got some decisions to make. And so your higher self, perhaps, but at least your spiritual guidance team, which seems to be extremely protective over your energy, is not going to let anybody come in until you've actually made some decisions. I say that because I have the maybe card come out here, referable to the Two of Swords. Speaking of decisions, I've got the no card here, referable to Hangman energy, which talks about learning more of self, being protective of your own energy, cleansing, purifying, right? Readying so you don't have to waste time later, kind of thing. And that's not anyone, myself included, or anyone in your spiritual guidance team or connected to divinity coming for you. um Sometimes when we talk about very matter of factual aspects of the path, it can feel triggering. um don't allow for it to be triggering, because really it's just talking about how like you're too good for a lot of people. you know, not that anyone's better than anyone, but it's really when you matter of factly talk about vibrational frequency differences, like how we talk on the tarot, like a queen can't date a page and make that shit work, right? Okay. So you, Queenie, as it were, at least, right? Because I'm looking at the star card for you as well. You've got some work to do that's going to bode you well. It's not a punishment. It's really a promise for like something that's worthy of you. That makes sense, okay? And if you're wondering, like, well, what decisions could I make? Check out Christina Lopes, you guys. I don't know her personally, but she helped me so much. And she's got a whole itemized library of free content right here on YouTube. Her last name spelling is Lopes. First name Christina with a C. You're very welcome, the beautiful goddess. Setting boundaries for yourself. Yes. So sorry if that buffered, babe. Um, and you're very welcome, Green Palace. Okay, now let me see here. So we got Jazzy, right? All right. Okay, I'm trying to find the next question. That's why I got quiet. Okay, yes or no? Oh, that came out really fast. So we got three yeses. So three yeses. Okay, you only asked for one. You got three. So go left hard. All right. Love and light, Laura. Okay. So we good then? Everybody got served. Y'all good? No, I don't see Sky. Wait, hold on a second. Sky. Did you repost your question? Maybe she's not with us. It's been a while. I've been on here for a little over an hour, so maybe she hopped off. All right. So, oh, thank goodness. Thank you for saying that, Green Palace, because I didn't realize sometimes if you guys can rewind it, if that helps with the sound. Okay. Ooh, that's good to know. All right. I try my hardest not to actually go on the live while I'm on the live because I don't want to create that echo, you know what I mean? So I didn't even go there, but that's good to know. Okay, so you guys can hear me, or you can hear me enough, right? I never answered Jazzy's question. I'm pretty sure that buffered, but something happened. All right, we'll see. What was Jazzy's? Hold on a second. Golly, all right. I can do this. I think I can. Okay. Um, Let me scroll back to the question because I don't even know what that was. And I can't. Okay. So could you pop the question in again, babe, please? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yes, thank you for tips and donations. Thank you for those that will. And thank you for appreciating me, you guys. I appreciate you too as well. It doesn't work without you at all, like really, for real, right? Um, so Sky, I don't see a repost. Can you again repost? I don't know what is going on tonight with the chat box. Not sure. I know I gotta get off here soon though. I am so tired. Um okay, let me see here, Sky. Love and light, M Grace. Thank you for that. And thank you, Fiona, so much for your help because yikes. So interestingly enough, okay, we got a maybe card come out. And the bottom of the deck is that Eight of Wands. Okay, so that is a yes card, right? And it's talking about communication. Why don't you communicate? Cut the middleman out. You know what I mean? That's like saying, I don't know exactly how to communicate with myself. And maybe that's the case. And maybe, you know, you'd have to start there. But the channel is always a thing for you and he. Okay. So I mean you're the same. It's you and you and you and you. Right? So you know, I don't know why you would think, you know, that I'm not sure what's going on there, but definitely cleanse your energy and watch with the fear. Like if you're rocking with fear, you're just telling like energies and other things like, yeah, you can have authority over me. And it's like, no, that's not even a thing unless until you think that and then you actually give that up, which is not on the menu. Nobody wants anyone doing that when they are in chosen one energy. Makes sense? All right, so keep up with those I am affirmations, those daily affirmations. You guys keep yourselves built up. Ask for tangible evidence. Spirit, I need a purple car today on the road. Send me a pink elephant, right? Let me see that hawk on the card, right? Let me see this word, this name. All right, you guys, ask for confirmation of your own intuition being on point. How would you use your intuition if you've never done that? It would be like so foreign that you would never really want to action out of it and then, dare I say, create a lifestyle intuitively, right? So you know, there's levels to this and you got to keep working your faith muscles while you work all them levels too, right? And you're asked to do so because you can, not because it's easy. So Jazzy's question was, am I going to be in a committed relationship this year? And we had the Two of Swords. And we had the Star card at the end of a few aspects of Swords in the tarot for Jazzy. And I recall the message being something to the effect of, on the other side of doing the work and making decisions about what you want, right? Who you are versus who you're not, okay? It's giving not this year, but you've got some work to do. And again, there's no punishment in that, because I remember saying something to the effect of your spiritual guidance team is quite protective over your energy, as you two should, because you're not really, at a queen level. You can't really date a page, and you'd have to be mindful of that. Even though you're the queen, what if you weren't mindful of being the queen, right? And so you're just trying to date down, as it were, and no one's really better than anyone. It's talking about a vibrational frequency, a state of consciousness. It either enmeshes together or not, and it's giving it can't if you are not really understanding where your realm of frequency vibrates. Okay, if you're not understanding that, hey, maybe you're so built up in spirit and in faith and in truth, right? But Pedro or Juan is not actually anywhere near that vibe. Okay, you can't make a round peg receive excuse me, you can't make a round hole receive a square peg for a reason. Okay, and in this instance, we'd like to say that's likened to protective measures, not punishment. Okay, but that's what I pretty darn sure I had for Jazzy. All right, and Queen of Swords energy came out. Thank you, beautiful goddess, for your beautiful energy. M. Grace, go on ahead and repost. I never saw you had a question. Please be mindful to do your repost according to the live stream rules, babe. You guys, sometimes your questions get skipped over because you're not doing them correctly in accordance to the live stream rules. Make sense? Okay. Yes, Emperor. Shoot, I don't even know if Emperor is good enough, because the Emperor can have some toxicities. All right, I think I'd take a Hierophant for the win. If I do say so myself. Take a whole Hierophant. And even then, I'd like a teachable one. Right? I'd like us all to learn a few things from each other. You want an emperor or king, Fiona? I'll take a Hierophant. Okay, let me see here. M. Grace. Was the closure I got from Pisces? Okay, let me see here. um so yeah, this person um this person may have needed a great deal of healing, and or does. Okay, this person maybe had too many options to not be so distracted from said healing. But the long and the short of it is, karma seems to have hit that arse to some degree. All right, because we do have yes. Okay, this person maybe didn't even find it easy to give you the closure, but it's giving that it was truthful. All right. Yeah, no, don't, no Homer. Yeah, Homer can't get it over here neither. Or Peter, please. I think I'll probably have to take, if I was like literally, you guys, you're very welcome, M. Grace. If I was like literally forced to choose out of that clan, wait, let me think here. I almost said Cleveland, but he's not really it either, though. So maybe the guy in the wheelchair. I feel like the guy in the wheelchair. I can't remember his name though, but like he maybe could get it because he like, what is his name? Stan? No, is his name? What are you guys? King of Wands and the King of Wands and the Hierophant. Yeah, boy. No, because King of Wands can be like toxic too. The Hierophant will already know about what to do with all that wandage. You know what I'm saying? So Shoot, the Hierophant can just, you ain't even got to touch. You could just have a little bit of telepathy going. God forbid you couldn't touch all the time. Maybe you could figure some other things out with the Hierophant. Just like, be in the boardroom, the bedroom, the bathroom. No, let me stop. The coffee shop. Yeah, his wife is Bonnie. Is it Stan? But then maybe I'm thinking of American Dad is Stan, right? But not that guy. Like literally the guy in the wheelchair. I could never with American Dad. I'll take the alien, I guess, before the American Dad because first of all, American Dad is like low key, like checked out, bruh. Like high key, not even low key. A little bit hangman for the intermittent self. They definitely do know how to. They definitely have to know how to hangman. Like, come on, right? Like, I can't be the only one. You know what I'm saying? Like, we both gotta have sense about us. That's so funny. Oh, is it Joe Swanson? Joe Swanson. Joe? I guess Joe can get it. Like, he seems, I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's more attentive to his wife than the others, right? Like, I almost want to say Cleveland, but, like, Cleveland's, like, a little bit too soft for me. Like, I'm like, are you needy today? Is that... That's what I said. The Hierophant, a teachable Hierophant, though. Hear me out, because